Mr. Richie Moon.
And I'm Kayfabe and I'm Kayfabe Focus.
Position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream runs to the top.
It's Kayfabe Avenue.
Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks, I am Mr. Richie Moon.
And I'm Kayfabe AJ. And I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And this is Kayfabe Avenue, and this is our end of the year 2019 countdown. And this is our top 5 events, pay-per-views of the year. This has been one hell of an event. We had the emergence of AEW, WWE's been stepping the game up, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Always killing it.
Oh man, let's get into number 5.
Number 5. AEW Full Gear.
Woo, Full Gear. Woo, woo, Full Gear.
I think Full Gear, the first thing I'm thinking is Hangman and Pac. I'm thinking Kenny Omega. I'm
thinking the
just
unsanctioned match with Kenny Omega and John Moxley.
Oh my God. The bed of barbed wire in that match.
Gosh.
Now, very hard hitting. Every AEW pay per view kind of delivers on that note of we're gonna see some blood. We're gonna see some.
You're gonna see a variety
things
show
we haven't really seen before.
You're gonna see a variety show
often.
I loved how the show started off. It was Young Bucks versus Proud and Powerful. It was like people thought it was gonna be a crazy spot fest. It was, but it was a good wrestling match at the same time. We got to see, like you said, Pac versus Hangman. We got to see one of my favorite matches of the year, and that was the Le Champion, Chris Jericho versus Cody. And you know what I'm saying? Nice.
What about the three-way tag team match? The Lucha Brothers, SCU, and the Private Party.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
What's that? Focus. What is that?
This ain't water.
You know what I'm saying? So Full Gear, number 5. That was a really dope pay-per-view. We were about to be at. We were very close to going to Full Gear.
Oh,
we were
yeah.
very
trying
close
to make
to Full
that
Gear.
happen.
But, it's all right. There's going to be many pay-per-views coming up. Kayfabe Ave will always be there. You know how we do. So, number 4.
Number 4. To the table.
Killed them.
Come on. That is a match you have to go out your way to see.
What about Nick Jackson falling off the ladder into the tables outside?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we wanted to never see him do that spot.
Please.
Again, gets caught up on the ropes on the way down. Just plain old ridiculous. We, of course, had a Casino Battle Royal.
Yeah.
We had the Cracker Barrel match, the three-way
with Jimmy
Havoc,
the Bad Boy Joe Janela.
Oh my God, Darby Allin. That coffin drop through the barrel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
oh man.
Dope. Is that when he had him on the steps?
Yeah.
I'm on the steps.
The Cracker
coffin
Barrel.
drop. Oh, that
man.
was crazy.
All out, definitely a great pay-per-view from top to
The
bottom.
surprise match between Pac, the first ever meeting between Pac and Kenny Omega, and Pac with the surprise win. Just choke my man out. Choke my man Omega out.
That was definitely expected. And of course, we have to think about Le Champion, the crowning,
becoming Le Champion.
The crowning of Le Champion.
Look how many things spun out from that. He came out. He came out.
A little bit of the
look at you, Buckos, Buckaroony, Buckos. Hey, Scorpio Sky. Yeah, you never get a shot at this. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah.
And look at that. Look at that.
So many things spun out from that match. Jericho's been going strong ever since. Le Champion is
49 years old, and he's the best superstar of 2019.
He's crazy.
He's a GOAT.
A resurgence every couple years, and this is one of them. Starting with All Out and him getting crowned as Le Champion, the first ever.
Let's move on to number
3. We're going with this year's Survivor Series.
Man, this was a solid ass card from top to bottom.
Like it was just straight off the hook. Just from this beginning.
And this is the first time they implement NXT as a full-on brand in the brand rivalry, which was refreshing as hell. Going in this would have been the 3rd year Raw versus SmackDown in a row. So incorporating NXT gave it that added boost,
and it gave it more stakes. Yeah, it gave it stakes because we often complained about Survivor Series doesn't really have any stakes, and NXT coming in the fray and dominating the night, like
kind of swept.
It's awesome.
Almost sweep the whole night. So
yeah. Well,
definitely a good pay-per-view worth watching.
Pete Dunne and Adam Cole really stood out to me. That even though there was a spectacle, I love the 5-on-5 match. By the way,
what about Keith Lee being the
of course,
one of
exactly. That's what I was about to get into.
I mean, he was the breakout star in the pay-per-view. To be honest, Keith Lee was being mentioned, for hours, days after that.
Yeah, he's still riding that momentum now. You know what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar beat Rey Mysterio. I mean, that was a really good payoff to the match. I would have preferred if Rey Mysterio would have won. I think that would have been a really good payoff. But, it's
Brock Lesnar. To see a little bit of in-ring from his son Dominic that night, too.
Yeah.
So, a lot of great matches back to forth. The Roger Strong, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura match.
That was a really dope match.
Definitely one of the highlights of the event.
Adam Cole, baby, versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
When he reversed the Pete Dunne was going for his finishing move. I think the bitter end. He goes out and he reversed it to a Canadian Destroyer. Yo, oh my gosh.
Canadian Destroyer is highlighting this list.
You know what I'm saying?
But definitely Survivor Series worthwhile. Just like all these pay-per-views.
Word.
Go out your way to see them.
Moving on to number two.
NXT TakeOver New York.
Yo.
This was the TakeOver before Mania now. They switched it from the normal Saturday night, switched it to Friday night this year because of the G1 special.
Yeah. They clearly did it because of the Hall of Fame, but let's be honest. You did it because of the G1. I ain't gonna hold you. You really did it because of the G1.
Yeah.
You did.
Nonetheless, great matches. We had Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano in a 3 stages of hell match.
Yo.
We haven't seen
vacant NXT Championship at the time.
Oh, yeah, after Ciampa got injured.
Oh, Ciampa and vacant with another title run because, Vacant's been so consistent throughout these years.
Yeah, he's the multiple time, probably 20-time champion.
Oh my gosh.
Vacant.
All kinds of belts.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
So, definitely a good pay-per-view from top to bottom. NXT always seems to deliver in this way. Like, every match is a must-see. Every match is, every pay-per-view has been a go-to pay-per-view for NXT. This is
one of my favorite matches. That was really one of my favorite matches. Like, that 3 stages of hell with Gargano and Adam Cole was really, really one of my favorort matches.
Yeah, and this started the prophecy of the Undisputed Era.
Yes.
Finally capturing all the gold this year.
This was the fall of this night was also the fall of Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne held the championship for 600 days plus.
Walter coming in and dominating.
I remember, I literally said when Walter broke that's who's going to take.
That's the guy who's going to take the championship.
But it was a great build to it. So you know what I'm saying. Take over here.
The War Raiders and they beat Aleister Black and Ricochet
after the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Oh man, yeah.
For the championship.
That's when it was still the War Raiders, man. Why did you just keep that name? Oh gosh, why didn't you just keep the name of the War Raiders? Now the Vikings Raiders machine experience, and I'm all still confused. We're all confused. But anyway, let's move on. But before we move on to our number one, I want to just shout out the G1 Climax. That's a tournament in Japan. It culminates into like a final into one event, but it's a series of events, and it's just really, really good wrestling. Really good wrestling across the board.
That's a nice honorable mention.
Yeah. What other? I feel like there's another nice show that happened this year that we might be kind of missing out. Impact had Slammiversary. They had a couple of really good matches on there. I can't remember anything specific. I remember Willie Mack and Rick Swann. Remember Tessa Blanchard had a match on there. Sami Callihan, Brian Cage. This is when John Morrison was there. This is when Austin Aries was there. They had that was a really good card. That was earlier this year. And other than that, I'm pretty sure WWE's actually had some good pay-per-views just kind of hidden in the crevices. But they have so much. That's what happens kind of with oversaturation.
So much content.
Yeah, it's a little bit of oversaturation.
The pay-per-views actually made it to this list. It was kind of hard to really go through and really think of the ones that stood out for the year throughout each of these companies, especially from a powerhouse like New Japan. And, with AEW coming out, they've been giving consistent, great pay-per-views, something to watch every time they show out. Mm-hmm. And,
Dominion was good.
WWE, when they don't have booking and storyline issues, they pull out amazing pay-per-views. And Survivor Series was definitely an example of what they can do on short notice as well.
Which is why when we're going to talk about the next one, the number one event. It took a lot of consideration on why is this event number one? What's the meaning behind the event? What was the matches on the card? Was the matches good? And when you look at it on paper, and when you were there in person, because I was there in person.
Oh my god,
we were there in person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You felt it. You felt that this was.
I lost my voice.
A great card, and
I never lost my voice at a wrestling event ever.
So, without prolonging this situation, we're talking about the first ever pay-per-view in Madison Square Garden that was not WWE affiliated. The Ring of Honor and New Japan G1 Supercard live from Madison Square Garden.
Oh, man, that was awesome, dude.
Basically,
hands down, Okada, Jay White.
Yo.
Okada's first appearance there. My first time seeing Okada in person.
My first
had
time
the crowd in the palm of his hands.
Facts. The crowd was behind
people didn't question, who's this, who's that. Everybody they knew exactly what wrestlers were there. Whether they were Japanese or the American Ring of Honor stars, they knew exactly who they were watching. Honorable mentions as far as other matches was, one of the starts to the rivalry, Kota Ibushi versus Tetsuya Naito.
I think that's the match I really lost. Oh my gosh. I was going.
We thought they were going to kill each other. Almost every other damn move. For some reason, they love pound driving each other on the freaking apron.
They love killing each other's neck.
We finally got to see Zack Sabre Jr. son.
He tapped out Tanahashi-san.
Defeated Tanahashi. We had Matt Taven defeating Jay Lethal and Marty Scurll. Now, say what you want about the champion and the result of it. Matt Taven gave a great showing. That was a great ladder match. Probably the standout as far as Ring of Honor side. The only really big thing that happened as far as Ring of Honor, them allowing Enzo and Cass to ambush the tag team title match, which was for the IWGP tag team titles and Ring of Honor tag team titles, unifying them. GOD, Gorillas of Destiny, Bullet Club, coming out on top. This left a bad taste in New Japan's mouth and the mouth of the fans as far as Ring of Honor's dealings and the way they handled the Enzo Cass situation. This is kind of the first domino after, of course, the Elite being the big
That's reason. Crazy how they have
Ring of Honor's kind of demise right now. Ring of Honor's almost over that partnership. We might not have another Ring of Honor and G1 Supercard.
That's not gonna happen because Ring of Honor can't hold up their end of the card. That's what I'm saying. So, give it another year and a half.
Yeah.
Give it another year and a half at me. Give it another year and a half to 2 years.
Ring of Honor will eventually be bought by some big company, whether that be WWE or you never know. AEW.
You know who's going to be partnering up? It's going to be the Elite G1.
I believe it. New Japan and AEW, I definitely believe that's happening in the future. But hey, if this was the only time, I'm glad that we were there to witness it.
Facts.
It was definitely something you want to go back and watch. It was history. We never seen this kind of pairing come together in New York in the most historic building in the world.
Yeah, it was a really good event. It was
definitely worth it. What other matches was worth mentioning here? We have
Dragon
versus Dalton Castle.
Dragon Lee versus Ishimura for me.
We had Flip Gordon.
Oh my gosh.
And Lifeblood versus Bully Ray, Shane Taylor, Silas Young.
In a New York street fight.
During the tag team match,
which was
Gorillas of Destiny. You remember what I'm about to talk about? We thought
PCO was dead.
PCO was dead.
So they picked him up for like a joint, not power bomb, but like
a cross, like Razor Ramon's Razor's Edge.
Yeah, and we thought we're gonna just do it in the ring
to the outside.
No, they just picked him up and just threw him to the outside, and it was
ridiculous.
Just like,
I thought they committed murder.
Yeah.
So numerous reasons why, and I feel confident saying any one of these 5 pay-per-views we picked could have easily been number one. They could have all probably been interchangeable, but the G1 was number one. It was very historic First time ever in New York City.
I think might be a lot for me the first time. It's probably honestly going to be the last time.
Probably will be the first and last time.
With Ring of Honor in New Japan.
But those are top 5 pay-per-views in 2019.
You know that we can do this all day.
All day.
You can find us at YouTube at Kayfabe Avenue. Join our Facebook group at Kayfabe Avenue. You can find me at Richie Moon. You can more importantly find me at Kayfabe Avenue. AJ, where can they find you at?
At Kayfabe_AJ.
Focus, where can they find you at?
At Kayfabe_Focus.
You know that we can do this all day. But it is time for us to bid you a farewell.
Have a happy holidays.
With that being said, Kenny, take us home.
Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.